Alright students, I wanted to make a quick video just to show you some tech tricks that might help you with your comic strip. So one thing I wanted to remind you that I showed you in class is another way to create thought bubbles or speech bubbles. If you go to Insert and Shape and the third selection down, the callouts, you can select a thought bubble or speech bubble that you'd like. When you double click on it, then you can type in your words. If you don't want it to be transparent, you can always change the fill color here. So say I want it to be white, I can change that color to white. When you're copying and pasting things, for instance, say I want to use this background for my first scene because I'm going to start with Cabeza de Vaca and his shipwreck. I will paste this here, but sometimes when I paste items, depending on the order that I paste them, they cover up other items that I already have on the screen. So to fix that, for instance, my background is over my thought bubble, I right click and I choose this order option. When you choose the order option, you can arrange where the pictures fall. So I can send my background, I can send it backward, and now my speech bubble appears in front of it, and I can resize this. And now my speech bubble's in front instead of behind the background. So that's the order button. If you are wanting to search for your own items instead of my items to paste here, you want to search for transparent items in order to not have a background. So for instance, if I were to search a sun clip art, right? Or maybe because I know he was shipwrecked, maybe weather had something to do with it. I want to search thunder and lightning. If I search the term clip art, that'll make it more like a cartoonish style. So when I search that, it brings up some images. Most of them will have backgrounds to them unless you filter. So if I were to copy this one and paste it onto my comic strip, I would have a white background behind it, okay? And I don't really care for that background. So to get rid of that, one easy way, there's different ways to do this, but one easy way is to select Tools, which is below your search bar. And if you go to color, you can filter. If you choose transparent, when you search transparent, it will bring some up with a checkered background over here, and those don't have backgrounds. So if so the checkers actually mean no background. So if I were to copy that image and the one with the checkered background and paste it, see how it doesn't have that white background. So now I can put that in my picture and not worry about it covering up this sky if I wanted to, okay? And say again, it's on top of my thought bubble. If I want it in the background, I would go to Order, Send Backwards. There we go. Now it's behind in the background. So that's one option. And one other cool trick, if you want your items to move, you can insert GIFs. So in the same tool bar here, so if you select Tools, and if you go over to where it says Type, you can search GIFs, and that will create items that move or are animated. So for instance, if you click on them, you can see this one here is pretty cool. If I wanted this in my comic, I would actually, instead of copy image, I would copy image address. And when I go back to my comic strip, if I go to Insert, Image, and I enter it by URL, I would paste that address that I just copied. There's my preview. And I can actually insert items that move. So I'm going to get rid of my other one, and I like this one better. So that's another cool trick, just something that you might want to play around with. Remember to find me on Welch Help if you need any help today.